Have you ever felt like giving up and wondered if a simple prayer could help? Today, we're going to talk about those moments when everything seems too much, and we'll explore 5 powerful prayers that can bring comfort, strength, and hope when we need it most. These prayers are designed to help you find the resilience to keep going, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. I want to share these prayers with you because I believe that they can be a lifeline in difficult times. They're not magic formulas that will make your problems disappear, but they can help you find the inner strength to face them with courage and confidence. In the following minutes, we'll dive into each of these prayers, and I'll explain how they can help you find peace, hope, and guidance in the midst of turmoil. So, let's get started on this journey together. When we feel like giving up, one of the most powerful things we can do is seek strength. Our first prayer is all about asking for the strength to carry on, even when we feel like we can't take another step. This prayer is a declaration that we're not alone, and that we have a source of power that's greater than our own. The prayer is simple, yet profound. Dear God, I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't go on. Please give me the strength to keep going, even when I don't feel like it. This prayer acknowledges our limitations and asks for help. It's an admission that we can't do it on our own, and that we need something greater to carry us through. This prayer can be a game changer because it helps us shift our focus away from our own weaknesses and onto the strength that's available to us. It reminds us that we're not alone, and that we have a God who cares about us and wants to help us. When we pray for strength, we open ourselves up to the possibility of being surprised by God's power. We may not feel like we can do it on our own, but with God's strength, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. Our second prayer is all about finding hope in the midst of darkness. When everything seems to be going wrong, it's easy to lose sight of the fact that there's always hope. This prayer helps us maintain a hopeful perspective, even when things seem bleak. The prayer is this: Dear God, I'm struggling to see a way forward. Please give me hope. Help me to trust that you're working everything out for my good. This prayer acknowledges that we're struggling, but it also acknowledges that God is bigger than our struggles. This prayer is powerful because it helps us shift our focus away from our problems and onto God's goodness. It reminds us that God is always working for our good, even when we can't see it. And that's a powerful thing to hold on to. When we pray for hope, we open ourselves up to the possibility of seeing things from a new perspective. We begin to see that even in the darkest moments, there's always a glimmer of light. And that's what gets us through. Our third prayer is all about self-acceptance. When we're struggling, it's easy to beat ourselves up over our mistakes and shortcomings. But this prayer helps us to let go of that self-criticism and embrace ourselves as we are. The prayer is this: Dear God, I'm struggling to forgive myself. Please help me to see myself through your eyes. Help me to love and accept myself, just as I am. This prayer acknowledges that we're struggling, but it also acknowledges that we're not defined by our mistakes. This prayer is powerful because it helps us to see ourselves in a new light. It reminds us that we're not our mistakes, and that we're worthy of love and acceptance, no matter what. And that's a liberating thing to realize. When we pray for self-acceptance, we open ourselves up to the possibility of finding inner peace. We begin to see that we're not alone, and that we're worthy of love and acceptance, no matter what. Our fourth prayer is all about guidance. When we're feeling lost and uncertain, it's easy to wonder which way to turn. This prayer helps us to ask for direction and guidance. The prayer is this: Dear God, I'm not sure what to do. Please guide me and direct me. Help me to make decisions that honor you. This prayer acknowledges that we're not sure what to do, but it also acknowledges that God has a plan. This prayer is powerful because it helps us to trust in God's guidance. It reminds us that we don't have to have all the answers, and that God is always working to guide us towards what's best for us. When we pray for guidance, we open ourselves up to the possibility of being surprised by God's leading. We may not know what the future holds, but we can trust that God is guiding us every step of the way. Our fifth and final prayer is all about gratitude. When we're struggling, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong. But this prayer helps us to shift our focus onto what's going right. The prayer is this: Dear God, thank you for all the blessings in my life. Help me to see the good in every situation, and to be grateful for what I have. This prayer acknowledges that we're blessed, even in the midst of struggle. This prayer is powerful because it helps us to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. It reminds us that there's always something to be thankful for, no matter what's going on. And that's a powerful thing to hold on to. When we pray for gratitude, we open ourselves up to the possibility of seeing the world in a new light. We begin to see the beauty and the good in every situation, and that transforms our entire outlook on life. As we've explored these 5 prayers, I hope you've seen the power of prayer in action. I hope you've seen how these simple words can bring comfort, strength, and hope when we need it most. Remember, these prayers aren't magic formulas that will make your problems disappear. But they can help you find the inner strength to face them with courage and confidence. I want to encourage you to take these prayers and make them your own. Use them when you're feeling lost and uncertain. Use them when you're feeling weak and weary. And use them when you're feeling grateful and blessed. In the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever used prayer to get through a tough time? What did you pray for, and how did it help you? Share your experiences with us, and let's support each other on this journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.